Before the forest fully wakes, one pair of eyes already owns the silence beneath the trees and mist. This is India's wild heart, a world of heat, shadow, water, old trails, and hidden movement. Here, the Bengal tiger does not need a crown to rule the forest around it. Its kingdom is written in scent, paw marks, broken grass, and the hush of birds. And every quiet morning asks the same question: can the king survive his own legend? The Bengal tiger is the most familiar tiger in imagination, yet one of the rarest sights in the wild. It lives where visibility is low, patience is essential, and every sound carries meaning for hunter and prey. From central Indian teak forests to the Himalayan foothills, it follows cover, water, prey. A tiger can disappear in grass tall enough to brush its shoulders and hide its breath. For people nearby, this animal is both wonder and warning, a presence felt before it is seen. Its presence shapes how communities move, graze animals, collect resources, and enter the woods through. But the tiger is not a villain waiting in darkness, it is a specialist trying to survive in shrink. To understand it, we must follow the forest on the forest's terms, not our own human timetable. Every Bengal tiger carries a stripe pattern no other tiger shares, like a living fingerprint. Large padded feet spread its weight and soften each step over dust, leaves, and mud. In leaf litter, silence is not emptiness, it is an adaptation shaped by generations of hunting. Whiskers red narrow spaces before the body commits, helping the tiger move without waste. Ears rotate toward sounds too small for us to separate from the background forest. Stripes break the body into pieces of light and shadow, especially where grass and bamboo. What looks bright in open sunlight becomes camouflage inside a forest of broken lines and shifting leaves. Even the tail can vanish when the grass moves with it, leaving only uncertainty behind. The forest keeps records in mud, dust, water edges, clawed bark, and the bend of stems. A tiger reads those records before taking another step, turning landscape into information. The tiger's story begins with prey, deer, wild boar, and other large forest herbivores. These animals are not background, they are the pulse that keeps tiger country alive and moving. A hunt is usually slow, patient, and almost invisible until the final seconds arrive. When prey sense danger, the forest changes its voice, and every listener becomes alert. Alarm calls pass through the canopy like warning bells, linking monkeys, birds, and deer. The tiger tries to close distance before speed becomes necessary, because speed costs. Most attempts fail, the prey often wins by seconds, and the hunter must begin again. When prey escapes, the grass trembles with the memory of pursuit, then returns to stillness. What matters is not drama, but energy carefully spent by an animal built for restraint. A healthy tiger landscape must feed the hunter and protect the hunted at the same time. A tiger is never just one animal, it is a landscape requirement moving on 4 feet. It needs water, shade, cover, territory, and enough prey moving safely through. Across India, tiger habitat is a mosaic of forest, grass, swamp, river, ridge. Where prey gathers in safety, the tiger's invisible map becomes stronger and more reliable. Season changes everything here: scent, cover, water levels, insect sound, visibility. In summer, waterholes become meeting points for many species, including those that avoid. In monsoon, the forest closes in, and old paths disappear beneath fast green growth. In the Sundarbans, mangroves add tides, mud, salt, uncertainty, and in the north, cooler forests connect valleys, rivers, ridgelines, and seasonal movement routes. Every species becomes part of an early warning network, even when the tiger remains unseen. To film a tiger honestly, we must first film the place, the prey, and the people that. But India's tiger forests do not exist in a vacuum, untouched by human pressure or. Many tigers move through edges, buffer forests, farm borders, and corridors out. Roads, railways, mines, power lines, and settlement can divide one living forest into two. Poaching still threatens tigers, even when cameras never show the crime, the trap. Habitat loss weakens the quiet systems that tigers depend on long before absence becomes obvious. Even a powerful predator is vulnerable when space becomes too small and prey becomes scarce. Conflict begins where human need and tiger movement overlap in fields, roads, grazing paths. Livestock losses can become fear, anger, and retaliation when help does not arrive. The animal vanishes into grass, but the problem remains for people who live there. Climate pressure can deepen those problems by changing water, prey behavior, forestry. Threats are rarely one thing, they gather slowly, like darkness under trees after sunset. India's conservation story is one of scale, science, law, local knowledge, and constant. Project Tiger began in 1973 with 9 reserves and an urgent national promise. Today, tiger protection depends on networks of reserves, corridors, buffer zones, trained people. Camera traps help identify individuals by stripe patterns without touching, baiting. Each photograph becomes a data point in a national picture built over many months and thousands of locations. Old skills still matter: tracks, scratch marks, scent posts, water sign. Protection is not a poster, it is walking, sweating, waiting, and returning tomorrow. When tigers enter conflict areas, trained teams may need to respond quickly, carefully. Good conservation listens to people before asking them to carry the cost of living with wildlife. Compensation, awareness, safe livestock practices, and faster response can restoring habitat is also restoring water, shade, prey, safe movement, soil stability. A protected tiger crossing a road is not the end of the work, it proves the work must continue beyond reserves. Millions of people live near the edges of tiger country, sharing space with an unseen neighbor. For them, conservation is not an idea, it is daily risk management and difficult choice. Clear warnings, safe livestock practices, and trusted response teams can save both lives and time. Children often inherit both the fear and the pride of living beside a legendary animal. Simple barriers and better enclosures can protect domestic animals without harming wild ones. At night, distance becomes difficult to judge, and ordinary paths can feel uncertain. Coexistence works best when local people are partners in protection, not scenery in someone else's. The most important tiger footage may be the empty path no one crosses at the wrong time. Living beside tigers means respecting a boundary that is often invisible, moving, and shared. Why protect a tiger? Because protecting it protects far more than stripes, teeth, and an tiger landscapes hold prey, birds, trees, insects, fungi, soil life. As an apex predator, the tiger helps keep ecological relationships in balance across the landscape. When the forest is healthy enough for tigers, it is healthier for countless smaller lives. That the tiger's absence would be felt first in behavior, then in numbers, then in silence. These forests store carbon, hold soil, slow floods, cool air, and feed rivers beyond reserve. Every prey trail, every seedling, every stream belongs to the same living system. To lose the tiger would be to lose one of our clearest measures of wildness still breathing. The Bengal tiger survives because some forests have been defended, not because survival is easy. Its future will be decided in corridors, villages, courtrooms, budgets, and patrol paths. The king's protection is not only about power, it is about responsibility shared by people. Protect the forest, and the forest protects water, prey, people, and tiger together. Comment Earth or Water for the next Sunday species journey into the living world. Until next Sunday, listen to the wild before it becomes only a memory on a screen.